Jacob, I have a friend who says God is finished with Israel because the church is the true Israel and Jesus is only focused on the church, and that is his kingdom here on earth now. How do I answer someone who says the book of Revelation is limited to our understanding? Please give me your thoughts. I don't know how to answer. Jacob, elaborate. Well, I don't know if we can go on elaboration.
We have many teachings on our website addressing this kind of ridiculous error. Do not try to argue from the book of Revelation with such people. Argue with things that are more straightforward and harder for them to deny, or that they'll have to resort to circumlocution to even engage with. Jesus made it clear, Luke 21:24. Jerusalem will be surrounded by the feet of the Gentiles until the time of the Gentiles is completed, using the Greek word plutero. A time would come when the Jews would have to be back in their capital, Jerusalem, in the land. Matthew 23:39. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you will not see me till you see, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord, till you say that. Jesus made it clear the Jews would have to be back in Jerusalem for him to return. Zechariah chapter 12. The burden of the Lord concerning Jerusalem. They'll look upon me who they have pierced. Just taking those three verses from Zechariah 12:10, Matthew 23:39, Luke 21:24, just those three makes it clear that the rebirth of Israel is in God's prophetic agenda and is crucial for the return of Christ.
That's right.
Just keep it simple. Just make them deal with those basic truths. Then you can get into Revelation and other books. But take the straightforward statements that make it clear that God has a prophetic agenda for Israel. Then Romans 9-11. Remember, Romans 9-11 explains the relationship between the church and Israel. Paul makes it clear that they remain beloved for the sake of their fathers. God made a promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and he has obligated himself to keep it. Paul makes this clear. To the Jews belongs, present continuous active, Romans 10:1. To the Jews belongs, Romans 9, 10, and 11. Active, present active, continuous in Greek.
Yeah, chapter 9. Yeah, chapter 9.
And
yeah.
9:14 is it?
9:4.
It belongs the diatheke, not the covenant, but the covenants. Both the old and new covenants still belong to the Jews. So God's finished with the Jews. He's automatically finished with the church because he never made a covenant with the church. Jeremiah 31:31. The new covenant was to be made with the Jews, not with the church. Read it. Make them deal with that. Don't try to argue about God's prophetic purposes from Israel with Revelation, from Book of Revelation with such people. Make them deal with Romans 9, 10, and 11, Luke 21:24, Zechariah 12:10, or 1-10, and Matthew 23, the end of the chapter.
Very good. Very good.